99% of men in today's world are weak. They don't do anything productive with their days, and because of their actions, they end up living awful lives. I know that you have dreams of success, but if you follow this bad habit ridden pathway to life, you are never going to reach and achieve your aspirations. Habit 1: regular exercise to maintain and build physical fitness. Physical fitness not only improves your looks and makes your clothes fit better on you, but it also will make more people respect you. I must say, there's been many occasions where you could see someone in the street and you're less likely to respect someone based on how they look. And I mean, if they're really fat or if they're really skinny, you're less likely going to respect this person's presence than a man of good physical condition. To achieve good physical fitness and health, you need to train correctly. You can practice this in a few ways. For example, calisthenics, which is body weight based exercises, or resistance training, which is more based to do with weights. Squat, bench press, squat, bench press. Yeah, well, it involves some of that indeed anyways. When you're doing these things, you also want to focus on training for aesthetics. You can train many things but still look bad. And if you want to just train for strength or because you find it fun, then I'm not going to tell you to train for aesthetics. But the reason why I train is to look good in myself. So I would assume that 99% of people also have the same opinion as I do. The best muscles to train, in my opinion, are your traps, your lateral delts, your lats itself, your upper chest, your abs, and your neck. Of course, some people may disagree with me, but that's your opinion. And to be honest, you're not here arguing with me, so I'm not that bothered. But train those muscles primarily. However, you need to make sure you're focusing on other muscles. If you were to only train them, then you would look like a chicken. Little skinny legs hanging out. I see you thinking, oh yeah, I get to skip leg day now. No, you don't, man. You need to train everything and you need to have a balance in your workouts. But you need to focus on these muscles, maybe just a little bit extra, maybe an extra set in every session for each specific day on these muscles. If you're doing a push day, train upper chest a little bit more and train your lateral delts a little bit more. And when it's leg day or pull day, train your abs. And yeah, if it's pull day as well, you can train your lats a little bit more, put a little bit more focus in that muscle. And after some time, you're going to see results that will make you look so much more physically aesthetic. Habit number 2, sleep well. Not only is sleep important for muscle growth and recovery, but it is also a fundamental to being successful. You need your brain to function well and at its highest ability. You want to be at the top echelon of your ability at all times. And in order to achieve that, you need to be sleeping enough. Most people only sleep for around 6 hours every night, and that is not enough. You need to be sleeping for at least 8 to 9 hours every night. And I know what you're saying. Oh, I go to bed at 10 and wake up at 6 or 6:30, whatever, but you need to set more time to sleep. Sleep time, a bed time when you're in your bed itself. Let's say you go to bed at 10 to wake up at 6. Okay, whatever, 9 hours sleep. But you're not actually asleep for the whole time you're in bed. So if you want to sleep for 9 hours and you're in bed for 9 hours already, then make sure you're in bed for 9.5 hours now, or 10 hours. So instead of going to bed at 10 o'clock, go to bed at 9:30 or 9 o'clock, so you can wake up at the same time with more time in bed and more time when you'll be asleep. I understand that you say, well, I'm so busy, I can't go to bed earlier because I've got so many things to do. 99.999% of you are lying to yourselves. You sit there and play video games until you go to bed, or you sit on your phone scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. So I know you have the time. You most likely have the time where you can be going to bed earlier. So do yourself a solid and just take the 30 minutes extra it takes to be in bed off of your phones, and you're going to sleep much better. That will make things much easier for you to achieve in your life. Habit 3, read regularly. Reading makes you seem more intelligent. When people talk to you, you will be having these new words that you've learned from reading these different books with different sets of vocabulary. So you're going to become more articulate in the way that you hold conversations with other people. This is not only an impressive trick to have, but it also commands respect from people because they will be listening to what you're saying, and the words you're using are no longer these simple, meaningless words. You're going to be using longer phrases, and you're going to be situating yourself in a position of power in the way you're talking. And I think that is something that is very strong and beneficial to you. If you can talk in a good way just by reading for 20 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, then that is also a no-brainer task. And if you double up this time to reading about something that's actually productive, for example, making money, then when you're reading and it's now your time to actually do this task, you're going to have the knowledge needed in order to achieve in whatever realm you've been reading about. Habit 4, talk less. Something that screams masculinity is a man who only talks when necessary. How many times have you been watching a podcast or any form of debate where two people have been debating, and this one guy who talks quite fast and he talks a little bit high pitched and he talks like this and he's really trying to get his point across, loses the debate? And you look at the other angles in this podcast room or on this Discord call or whatever, and the other guy is sat there, or other person, my apologies to those who were offended, but they sit there and they talk only when it's needed. They will talk in a slower paced tone, and they'll make themselves sound a little bit deeper as well. I have linked in the description an example of this, and you'll actually be able to see that if you are talking in a deeper tone and you're talking slower and you're saying less words, then you're actually going to be respected more by other people who are either in this room with you, who you could be debating about, or the people you're talking to. By becoming a listener more than a talker will actually improve your ability to conversate with others in an actual meaningful way. Last but not least, habit number 5, always show respect. The easiest way to be a good person is to be respectful 100% of the time. If you show respect to everybody, then most people will respect you in turn. Of course, when I say be respectful, I don't mean be disingenuinely respectful, but if someone is doing things that are good, then you should be respecting them and going out of your way to show respect and always be polite to these people. If you are never disingenuous, you always mean what you say, you stand by your principles, listen to people when they're talking, and you're always polite, then you're definitely on the right path to being, in a sense, a good person. Hopefully, the tips that I've given you in this video will be of great help to you on your journey of improving your life and being the best version of yourself. If you have any things that you think are a good habit to have, or any beliefs that you think may differ from mine, please put that in the comments and I'd love to have a discussion with you. And I also think many others would enjoy conversating with you about these different subjects as a whole. Watch this video right here for more help with self-improvement. Much love to all of you.